Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day. Don't trust atoms. They make up everything. All right, and I'm recording this very late. The first opportunity I've had to record today started at 7 p.m. for today's videos, so I know that they're very late. Weekends are just going to be like that in general, especially with Lily being a bit older now. So doing my best. But I guess weekend videos should just be considered a nice bonus that come late. Anyway, I don't have a dad joke for tomorrow. So if you happen to be watching this soon after it came out, feel free to comment your dad joke if you remember. If not, I'll just kind of skip that for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, I would like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Lorna Atwood, a new month at the enthusiast tier. Also, thank you to Alan Price, Dampf07, Danny Lasar, Haley Lemley, Math Rhapsody, and Latrissa Contessa. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate it. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got cure, tin, bottom, salt, lobster, fold, fall, dry, bucket, clash, press, drum, wash, can, damned, music. All right, so, damned makes me think of damned lies. Wonder if it's blank lies. Doesn't seem like it. All right. Cure, like to cure a disease or to cure meat. Cure and salt are ways of preserving meat. So is can, so is dry. Are there other ways of preserving meat here? I don't think so. Let's try it. That was not even one away. So is this a rainbow herring or am I just like crazy? Well, all right. So what else would cure go with? I don't know. We've got lobster. Lobster's interesting. Rock lobster? Rock blank? Huh. Rock music? Rock. Huh. Rock. I'm not seeing other rocks. Maybe there is, so I'm just not seeing it. Rock bottom. Okay. Rock salt. Rock salt. Okay. This is purple, I think. Rock blank. Nice. Rock lobster. Um, my unfortunately late dog Rocky, we would sometimes call him Rock Lobster. All right. Cure. Huh. So I think cure, dry, and can are going to get split up. I think it's a rainbow herring. So what can we build out of that? Can and bucket and drum are just kind of similar shapes. Would there be a fourth one? If there is, I'm not seeing it. Okay. I'm still not sure what Cure is going with. Well, there's The Cure, like the rock band. Fallout Boy. I don't know. I don't know if it's like one word in rock bands. Is damned in a rock band? I'm not sure. All right, we're not worry about that right now. How about dry? What are we putting with dry? Dry and press and wash and fold. This is just doing laundry. Let's try that. All right, laundry services. That was green. So we need to split up. We need to split up cure and can. I still think can, bucket, and drum. It's like containers. But there's not enough unless a tin. I think sometimes you can call a can a tin. That would put clash, cure, damned, and fall together. You know, I really think it's rock bands. I think it's blue. Like words in rock bands. British bands formed in the 1970s with okay. The Fall. So I was thinking about Fallout Boy, but it's The Fall. Okay, and The Damned. Who I have not heard of those two, but I've heard of The Cure and The Clash. All right, bucket, can, drum, and tin are just like containers. Exactly, containers. All right. Cool. Well, difficulty. Let's give it a 2.3, I think we have a pretty high solve rate too. Like even, I don't know. I think blue purple might be hard to pick apart. I don't know how many people are thinking of rock blank. Rock lobster was just on my mind. So let's actually give it a 2.7, and let's say we have a 65% solve rate. I might be too harsh on this puzzle, but we'll see what the reality is here. They gave it a 2.3. Okay. And what is our solve rate? 74%. Okay. A little higher than I thought. But that is a 3 out of 5. A lot of people not finding that rainbow herring. Wow, I was 1 in 2564. Rainbow herrings always look interesting because it's one of each color. All right. So first, people are getting of the people who won. People are getting green for sure. For sure. Then yellow. Yeah. Not many people are getting purple first. 7%. It's a little higher than your typical purple though. Up to 9% here, but it's still kind of the same story of getting green and yellow. Ever, same story, getting green and yellow, and then not picking apart blue and purple. So we've got a good 18% getting green, yellow. We've got 4% only green, 2% nothing, 1% only yellow. So green was the easiest category today for sure. All right. Bottom with Fall Clash Damned. I don't know. Is the bottom a rock band? I'm not sure. Okay, 15% of people fell for the rainbow herring. They didn't even lay it out in the top 2 rows. I think they're catching on to me. Because usually that's my indication to like look a little harder is if it's a category that seems fairly obvious and is only in the top 2 rows, then I suspect rainbow herring. But they spread it out today. All right, not much more to say here. Cure salt, dry press, maybe just more food preservation options. All right, what are people locking in first? Green, yellow, green by far, then the rainbow herring, then blue, then purple, and then trying dry and press with cure and salt, and then cure tin, salt, and can. Interesting. Just there were a lot of words that could be related to preserving. So you could use tin for preserving because a tin is also just kind of a can. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the easy and medium pips for Saturday, December 20th. Let's play. All right, we have 2 zeros. We have 2 zeros. I'm thinking, yeah, we have to do the 0, 2 up because we don't have another 1. So this is our other 2, throwing out that 3. And now we need a domino that adds to 8. And then this is just going to throw out its 1. And then the 3, 3 goes in there. All right, cool. I don't know if anything could have been swapped here. I don't think so. All right, let's play the medium. 5 and 4 is very low. 2 and 2 is low. We have a 0 here. This uses up one of our blanks. We have several blanks though. A less than 6. Which way are we going? There's not an obvious in here. Unfortunately, without a lip, it's not always obvious how we're getting in. Okay, so maybe an in is, do we have anything that has to 7? We do. We have a 1, 6. So I'm actually wondering, do we want the blank 3 to go into the less than 4? And then the blank blank here and then a 5 into here? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, I ran out of blanks. Okay, I can't do that. But we could do like the 1, 2 here. That's 3. We would need 2 more. We don't have another 2. All right, I don't know if this can be a blank. Like one option would be to do like 1, 1, 1, 2. That would add to 5. And then we could do, we just add to 7 this way. We could do the blank blank across here. We don't have a 2. I can't add to 2 anymore. Okay. I think I have to use at least 1 blank in the 5. Because the 2 is going to use up either blank 2. We only have 1, 2 though. Like, would we do this? Maybe? And then the 6, 1 would go down? Or I guess the 6, 3 would be better. And then this double domino, the only choice is the 1, 1. Well, I guess it could be the 0, 3. No, it can't be the 0, 3, but we can do this. That adds to 5. Now this is this has to go. This is a problem, right? This goes in here, but now 6 plus 1 is not less than 6. This felt like it, but it's not. What can I adjust here? I'm not sure. Blank. Ooh. Where can I throw out bigger numbers? I guess is one of the questions I could ask. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try something different here. I don't know how many of these need to be removed, but I'm just gonna start over. I'm gonna try putting the blank 5 here. No, I was gonna put the. Sorry, I was gonna put the 1. I was gonna switch this 1 2 to be up like this, so that way I can throw out this 1 6. That was a problem. That's what I was gonna do, and then the 5 can go down, and it's just a 5 blank. Now, how am I going to add to 5? I think I have to use this one of these 3s with a 1 1 and a blank. So I think the blank has to go this way then. And then the, oh, wait, no. How am I doing this? I need the 1 1 and the 3 blank. Okay, just like that. And then this goes down, and then there we go. Okay, I got it. Oh, that was a tricky medium. Yeah. This one, I think what got me going at the end there was I had that 1 6 remaining that couldn't go in here. So I first looked for somewhere I could use the 1 6 and throw out the 6 so that in general my average was lower. And I think that helped. All right, well, how'd you do? All right. Hello, let's do the hard pips for Saturday, December 20th. Let's play. Ooh, okay. 3 blanks in here. 1, 2, 3. That's all our blanks. Okay, so what do we have a bunch of? 3, 4, 2, 3, or 4? I'm seeing quite a lot of 2s. I'm seeing quite a lot of 3s. But we have a double 3 and not a double 2. So I think that we probably want the 3 to go in here. And then we can't put the 4 in the 4 because we're out of blanks. And so then this, but I don't have a double 4. That's a problem. So actually, I think that we're doing, well, this isn't going to be all 4s. That's definitely not true. So am I doing the 0, 3 here? Wait. What do I have a double of? Let's pull this out. What do I have double of? 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 6, 4, 4. I do have a double of 4, 4. Okay. So we'll do this. Wait, I think I just missed a domino. I think it happens to me all the time. I think this is our strategy here. Now, how many other 2s do I have? I have a bunch. It would have to be the 2, 1 though. That's my only choice because I don't have any blanks left. Now, how many 1s do I have left? I have a 1, 3. So I think that's going to go up because it actually it can't go in, right? Because this area gets isolated. So we're going to go up here. This is going to use a double. I don't know if it's the 5 or the 6. We'll wait. Where's the 3, 3 going to go? Probably right here. It's either like this or it's up. So connected to a 3, I still have a 5. Did I run out of 3s? No, a 5 and a 2. So I think that means the 6 goes down here. Does it? I don't know. This 8. Maybe it's all 2s. That's pretty common. We need this like this. So the 3, 2 would go up. And then the 2, 5 would go here. The 3, 5 would go up. We get the 5, 5 up here. So yeah, the meta of, oh, it's divisible by the sum, so it's probably all the same digit. It seems to work more often than not. All right, and we're done. That actually that filled out nice and logically, and we had some ins for like forced domino placements. That's why the medium felt harder than the hard. In fact, I think the medium just was harder than the hard today. They classify the hard as harder because it's bigger, but honestly, the logic flowed much nicer on the hard than it did on the medium. All right, well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Saturday, December 20th. It's the big one. All right, Boston Area University with an elephant mascot. Don't know. Be nearly out of stock. Floor model only? I don't know. Adams' successor as New York City mayor, Mondwani. Mondani. How do you spell his name? Maybe that's it. Wicked for good. Slaying doesn't fit. I'm not sure. If you say so. Counterparts of repubs. Dems? Democrats? Republicans? Belly informally. Belly informally. You're. I don't know if I spelled Mondani right. Fixes with Control Z. Undos. Does that have an E in it? Really? Maybe. Custardy desserts. Custardy desserts. Flans? Maybe? Awards for Broadway stars. Tonys? Complete the first leg of a triathlon. Swim. Place to hone one's golf swing. The course? Oh, the range. Honey blank. Brand of graham crackers. Honey made. Is it MAID? I thought it was MADE. What do I know? Is this Tufts University? Be nearly out of stock. Run low. B. Ran low or run low? You're running low. I don't know. I think it's a U. Wicked for good. Antonym. Oh, well, wicked is also slang for good. So it's a synonym and an antonym. If you say so, I guess. So maybe this is ran low. What is this? Belly informally. Your tum-tum. It's Mom Donnie. Okay. I knew something was wrong with how I spelled his name, but your tum-tum. All right. Well, and I'm happy with under 2 minutes for the Saturday. How'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is all the trimmings. So like a Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner. So like we're talking about like, I don't know, turkey, ham, stuffing. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not seeing any of this stuff. Mac and cheese. You've got mashed potatoes. I don't think any of that's here. Maybe something else is happening. We're talking about haircuts. Hair trimming the hair is what I'm thinking now. Tangle. So maybe it is hair related. Am I able to find the spanogram easily? I'm not gonna like go crazy trying to find spanogram first, but if I can just see it, that would be nice. So like haircut or salon, something, or what else would it be? Tangle though. I'm really looking for the word hair, and I'm not seeing it. I see an H here. I see an H here. That might be it. Let's see if Tangle locks in. Tangle didn't lock in. So Tangles? No? Is it something? Is Tangles part of the spanogram? SARS Tangles? I don't know. Never mind then. That was some kind of coincidence, or I'm just not seeing how it's part of a larger word. What else am I seeing? Nothing. Beet. Or beets. That would be the food angle, obviously. What's this R doing? I might just hint to get started here. I think I will. Star? All the trimmings, star. That does not help me. Tang. What's a round star? Roast? Star. All the trimmings, star. Now I'm just confused. I may need another hint. Scent. What is this one? Angle? No. Angel? Oh, we're decorating our Christmas tree. Tree. Tree is here. Decorate the tree. What are we? Okay, well, what's this? Tinsel? Tinsel. Um, like lights, light, lights, ribbon, just ribbon. Okay. Something tree. What's going on with this S? Oh, Chris, is it Christmas tree? It is Christmas tree. I didn't see how to do it. Okay. And it's in the shape of a tree. Okay. And then this last one is ornaments. Ornament. Alrighty. Well, all the trimmings. Is trimmings a word that can refer to the decorations on a Christmas tree? I didn't know that. Or are we like being super punny? All right, well, anyway, let me know. And how'd you do? Hello, today's bonus game is the Daily Squaredle. I'm just going to start with a word. Let's start with steel. So, what we're trying to do is we're trying to solve 6 wordles at once, essentially, to find 6 words that cross each other. And these clues tell us about the rows and columns of those letters we guessed. So this S is telling us that somewhere in this row there's an S, but it's not in this column. The E is telling us somewhere in this column there's an E, but it's not in this row. And this orange one is saying there's an E in this row and this column, just not where we've guessed it. We can also get these black ones, which means they're not in the puzzle at all. So like this black T isn't in the puzzle at all. It updates the keyboard as well. And the white ones, the S and the L, I guess they're not white, but if we got a white one, it means that it's just not in that row or column, but it is in the puzzle somewhere. All right, so I think I just want all new letters here. Let's just do croup. Okay, so no C or O in the whole puzzle. So there's no A and no O in the whole puzzle. There's no T in the puzzle. There's a P in this word, there's an R in the word, and there's an E in the word. But it's not PRE. Doesn't end in P either. I do wonder if it starts with P and then some other vowel and then like R. Maybe it's an ER word. I'm actually kind of curious. If it's an ER word, the P doesn't go in the middle. It could, it can't be upper because there's no U. So I think it would have to be actually exactly, it could be riper. There could be 2 R's. Or it could be Piper or something like that. But I wonder if this is IPER. There's an L somewhere in this word and there's an L in this word. But usually what I like to check is for, I like to check for Y at the end. So I'm going to guess curly here. Oh, there's no C in the puzzle. I'll guess burly here because I want to check if this is an R for the ER. And I want to check if we ended Y. And there's an L in this word. So I want to end N in this word. So I want to try to find it. All right, so this actually ends in LY. This is not an R, so I was wrong about where those go. In fact, we have 2 R's pointing into here, so I think the R goes here now. The E could go before the R or after it. But where's the P go? There's a B in this word. B's tend to start words, and this is also pointing at a B. So I think this is a B. We could have an E in both of these spots, so we should guess a BE word. Begin. Seems like a good guess. Well, the G was right, but neither E was right. Ooh. So what vowel is this? I'm not sure. Okay, we're guessing this word. I wonder if we can figure it out. I think R's in the middle. Do we think that the P is at the start of the word? This word could be... No, it can't be biped because there's no I. But the E is getting limited in where it can go. It might go at the end of the word, or it could go here. This U is pointing up. One of these is a U. Oh, it can't be here. So actually, this is forced to be a U. So what if it was B-U-P? What would that even be? B-U-P... No, word's not immediately popping out. We need an E as well. So maybe this isn't a P. Maybe we have like a P here. Or RP something. I don't know. We have a B here. We have an E in this word. There's an L in this word as well. Wait, oh, so is this bugle? I think this has to be bugle. And then G something R. Can't use a U, so I got to use like the I. There's no E either. Would it be girly? Because then we'd have YLY, but that can happen. What does that? Slyly does that. What goes BU here? BU... I don't know. With an E somewhere? I think that would put the E here, because we wouldn't start with E. If this was slyly, what would this be, though? Maybe not. I'm going to guess girly to see if it's right. Girly was right. Okay. Good to know. So, is this slyly? This use pointing here. We don't know much about this word. There's an L in it somewhere. Oh, the L is actually forced, I think, here. If this is an E, the L is forced here. It could be elegy. I think it is elegy. Okay. Do I get bugle? I think I'm going to have to get it at some point. I have to get that L at some point. What if I guess a B, U, or anything U, anything L here? Just to finish that UL, but get more information about this word here. What would I want to try to learn about? I'd like to know where the E goes. So I could do a ULE word. And that finishes this UL and tests the E at the end here. Oh, we know the E's not at the end. Sorry. So this is our E. Wait, no, there's no E in this word. Why did I think there was an E in this word? Oh, I thought there was an E in this word, and I thought it might go at the end. But now we know it's not in this word. I think slyly is our best bet. Oh, this isn't an L. It can't be slyly. Oh, what does it then? Dryly? Oh, there's an R in the word. Okay, so dryly. And this E is forced. This R is probably here. It could be an ER word, actually. Oh, it could also be Riley. WR. Do we want it to be a W or a D? BUPED isn't a word. Where's the P go? I feel like I should be able to just finish this. I'm going to guess duped. It tests the P here. It finishes... Oh, I need an L there, not a U. Sorry. Never mind. Can I get... It's tempting just to finish bugle, but... I don't think I can test that D there. I could try to start with D. That would give me the same information. Is like duply a word? It is. Okay, that's perfect. So I finished bugle. There is a D, so this D is guaranteed. And there's an S. It's bust. Ah, okay. That helped a lot then. So this is SP. Oh, it's SPR. Spree. It's just spree. Okay, we can finish this. We'll finish spree. We'll finish dryly. And we'll finish bust. Perfect. Okay, got a 5. My goal is usually 6, but this one was a little difficult. All right, cool. Well, let's spin the bonus games wheel and see what we're going to play tomorrow. We are going to play Hang 5. All right. So, as always, there will be a link in the description. And how'd you do? And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link at the end of the video if you'd like to watch the New York Times games. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.